Hey guys, how's it going? In this video, I wanted to do a shout out video. It's something I've always done on my show from the very beginning. I think they're really important to just get shine the spotlight on a lot of great channels. And hopefully, you guys can check these channels out. I've got 10 I want to shout out in this particular video. I'll put links to all their channels below. If you guys have time, please check out their channels. If you like what you see, show support, subscribe to them. I know that would probably mean a lot to them. One reason I like to do shout out videos is because I know how important they are. I had people shout out my channel when I first started, and I really appreciate that. I have still people giving me shout outs to even today, and that's awesome. I really appreciate that. And just every little bit helps. And to be frank with you guys, and I've noticed this not just on my channel, but other channels, I've noticed some negativity in the gaming community. I've noticed a lot of trolls, quote trolls, leaving negative comments and hurtful comments. And frankly, I want to change that. I want to breathe in life to some positive attitude in the community. So I really, what my goal is, guys, is I hope you guys can check these channels out. I hope you guys in the comment section can leave a comment below and do shout outs of your own. Mention 3 or 4 channels that you watch, and that way people can read those comments and check those out because I'm subscribed to over 600 channels on YouTube. So obviously I can't give them all shout outs, but at least maybe you guys can help me out. And I'll read the comments and I'll probably find channels I never even knew were out there, which is awesome. So I'm all about helping people out, and hopefully you guys can check their channels out. Okay. So anyway, the first one I want to shout out is a guy from Australia. His show is called Leftover Culture Reviews. A great channel. He does a lot of Sega, or as they say down under, Sega. Reviews, but he does other stuff too. But he'll do system reviews too, which is cool. I think his most recent video he did a Sega Game Gear review over that console. But his editing is really good, top notch editing, high production value, and really entertaining videos. So definitely check him out. The next guy I want to shout out is his name is Mike. He goes by Mike Tendo or Dongled here on YouTube, and he has a particular series I really enjoy. He's got a couple series, but one I really enjoy is called "Dude, You Haven't Played This Game Yet." And in that series, he talks about games that are more obscure and people haven't really heard of, not necessarily rare, but people that haven't really heard of. And he actually gives you kind of explanation why you should check this out. But what I like about his videos is he puts a lot of work in his videos. You can tell because he adds scripts. He does like a really cool intro with some special effects every once in a while. And every video is unique. And it's always surprising to see kind of what he does in his videos. So Mike's a good guy, and he's got a great show. Next one is Scott Grimsey42. I had the pleasure of meeting this guy several times through my travels to various conventions, and Scott is a really cool guy. He's definitely more Nintendo based, but he has a lot of great pickup videos. It's shocking what games he'll pick up and while he travels and goes to whatever garage sales or what have you, or conventions, for example. But he'll do other stuff too, not just retro games. He'll do modern stuff too, PS3 pickups. He's trying to go for a complete NES collection. So really cool guy. If you want to kind of get jealous like I do watching his videos, it's definitely a channel to check out. Next show is actually a couple. They're called Girlfriend Versus. I just got tuned into probably 6 months ago or so. It's a couple, Curtis, and he has his girlfriend. And what's unique about their show is his girlfriend has never really played a lot of his games before. So they'll throw the game on and they'll plug it in, and it's like her experience playing the game for the first time, which is funny. So one particular moment I remember watching the video is them playing Super Mario Brothers for the first time. The first one, it's hilarious. She's from the UK, he's from the States. Actually, it's kind of a trivia for you guys. They're actually both professional actors. So having said that, their stage presence on video is really good, really good production value as well. Curtis, actually, if you guys have ever seen that Discover commercial where the frog protection or fraud protection, he's actually in that. He's one of those guys in that. So really great channel. I think you'll enjoy the show. Next guy I want to talk about is Rob, or Retro Robbie. Hence his name. Of course, he's more retro focused, but he does a lot of game pickup videos, which I enjoy. Again, some amazing finds. A really cool guy. I've met actually in person before as well, and he definitely come across in person as he does on camera, which is cool. So he's definitely not fake. So a great channel that I personally enjoy. Another guy, Mike, or Michael B, the Game Genie. This guy is another great show, high production value. He has various shows. One particular series he has is Game & Watch, where he'll pick up and play a game and talk about it. It's not necessarily a let's play. He doesn't play it for certain parts or forever, but he'll do a short video on that, which is entertaining. And he's going for also a complete NES collection. So he has a chronicle view, kind of what games he's picked up. Of course, he's getting towards the later stages of completing his collection. So as you would expect, the games he's picking up now are super hard to find and rare, and he'll go over kind of where he found them and all that good stuff. So good guy. His name's Mike. Really enjoy his channel as well. The next show is another couple, actually, but this time it's husband and wife, Eric and Mo. It's the Midwest Retro Gamers. Really cool guys. They do a lot of convention scene. They went down to PALOOZA down in Texas where the Game Chasers put on, do game pickups. They do a lot of green screen work. Really, again, I can tell they put a lot of time into the show. And they have a lot of fun. I think their chemistry really works on camera because they are a married couple. So I think it's really cool that they work together or live together, are married, and then they do a show together. That's a super cool thing. I wish I could do that with my wife. Actually, next guy is also retro. As you can see, there's a theme here. I like the retro shows, but I like modern stuff too. But his name's Willie. He goes by Arcade USA. He does a lot of traveling for work. So what he'll do oftentimes when he's out in the field or traveling, he'll visit the local arcades and do like a tour of each of the arcades, which is really sweet. I do that on my other show too, my Gamester81 arcade show. Really cool guy, but he does reviews more on systems predating the NES. So ColecoVision and Television are two of his particular fond consoles, and he just his amazing, and his pickups again he does is just, it's all these guys have crazy pickup videos, and I talked to him and he'll share what he picked up, and they certainly blow me out of the water for sure as far as what games to pick up. But Willie, definitely check him out. If you guys also, now speaking of arcades, another great show is Black Dog 7 or John's Arcade. His name's John, of course, and he has an unbelievable man cave basement of arcades, and his energy is unbelievable. He's a co-host of a podcast called Video Game Outsiders, which I enjoy personally, and he'll just go through kind of the setup of the arcade. He'll do modding, whatever, and it's just cool to see a tour of his arcade basement. I'm a huge arcade fan, so every time he posts a new video, I really enjoy watching those. The last guy, but certainly not least, is Matt. He's got several shows or series. He's got the LGN Defender, where he reviews LGN games and kind of defends them and talks about how he enjoys those particular games. He also does, the series he does is Innocent Until Proven Guilty. In that series, he reviews a game that a lot of people are down on. He'll do an unbiased review. In some cases, he agrees with people. In other cases, he'll come out and say, this game's not as bad as people say. And he also does Cygnus the Destroyer, which are game reviews, but he'll do stuff on like Babel games and stuff like that, but in a really cool presence in front of the camera. So his name's Matt. I think you'll enjoy his show, and I'll put a link below to his channel, of course, among the others. So guys, that concludes my 10. There's no particular order as far as who I like the most or whatever. I unfortunately can't shout out everyone. It'd be a very super long video. But please, again, guys, leave a comment below. List some channels you guys like to watch. If you guys want to stay in touch, you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, as well as my website, Gamester81.com. I also have a new Star Wars site. If you guys are Star Wars fans, I launched a new Star Wars site. It's called SWNet77.com. If you guys want to support the show, a lot of people have asked about shirts. I do have shirts available. I'm wearing an All Gen Gamer shirt, part of my podcast. I'll put a link to that below in case you guys are curious as well. And that just helps support the show, of course. So we'll see you guys soon. Take care and game on.